Alright, what's up guys? So today we are going to finish up the bike. We have just, I think, one last thing we got to do. Well, technically two. The first thing is we have to charge the battery because I don't know if you can tell right now, but I guess we don't need to charge the battery. That was the fastest this thing has ever started up. Like that. Whoa. I'm honestly mind blown. That's insane. Wow, okay. I'm sorry, that just really threw me off. So I guess we're not gonna charge the battery. What we're going to do is we're gonna run the bike, let it warm up a little bit, and then we are going to, well, we're basically gonna let it get to operating temp or warm, and then we're gonna adjust there's a little screw down here on the bottom of each carb that adjusts the fuel flow of each bowl, or not of each bowl, but of each carb. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna pull one plug out on each cylinder at a time, let it run and adjust the other one. That's how I saw somebody do it in the video, so I'm gonna see if it works. And yeah, so we're gonna adjust that, and then if it runs well, then take her for a rip around the block and see how she goes. So I'm gonna open up this bay door and let it run, and hopefully she doesn't die out and everything goes according to plan. Okay, so the bike's all warmed up now. I started bolting some of the stuff back together. This rolling helmet doesn't need to be here. We'll put it right here for now. Yeah, easy. Stay. I should probably put that with the welder. But yeah, so start putting some stuff back on. The seat's on. Bike's all warmed up. Literally no issues. Like, she didn't choke, she didn't do anything. I gave her some gas. She's perfectly fine. Alright, so before we go and adjust anything, I'm gonna go take her for a ride and see how she feels. Whew. Okay, so she runs way better than before. She does kind of choke up a little bit at high RPM. And she pops a little bit down low. She might be running a little bit lean, so I think we're gonna adjust those screws a little bit and then go for another ride and see how she feels. Alright, so she runs pretty good. She backfires a little bit. Jacob said that these bikes are known for backfiring and popping. That's probably true, but I feel like she's either leaning out or she's running rich. I don't know which one it is. I have to do some research to see if I should pull that screw out more, pull it out less. I feel like I should pull it out more, but I mean, like, she like starts up right away. I think it's a lean out thing. Because when I pulled her in, unless there's still seafoam in there. That might be a thing. Because I remember we put the rest of the seafoam in there, and I think we just topped it up with gas after. You can hear her popping a little bit. And when I came back in after riding, she was idling at about 500 under 1,000. And right now she's running above that. It has to be a leaning out issue. So I think I have to pull those screws out. But I'm just gonna double check. Or no, I'll have to put those screws in. I'll do some research and I'll come back. But let's shut this off for now. But yeah, she's really fun to ride. She's badass. This is awesome. We just need to do a little bit of research and then we can get her almost like completely dialed in. I mean, like, realistically, even the way she rides right now is fine enough for me to ride with, but I mean, if we're doing the work, we might as well figure out how to get it running perfectly. So I'm gonna go inside, do some YouTubing and stuff like that, and some Googling, and figure out what I should do here. Starts, right? So I was doing some research, and apparently they like to pop on decel, which which my bike was kind of doing. I just brought it in and I like revved it up, and on decel it's not doing it, but it doesn't really want to go past 4,000, 4,500 RPMs, which makes me think that she's leaning out. But I don't know, like, cause bikes are supposed to rev up high, but I don't know. So I took her for a ride. I adjusted the pilot screws to kind of richen it up a little bit. Went for a ride, felt a bit better, gave it a bit more. I'm getting Steph to ride it just because he has ridden more bikes than me and knows his stuff better than I do. And so I just want to see if he thinks that's just the bike maxing out, or if it feels like it's leaning out. I think it might be leaning out. I think I might have to adjust that pilot screw a bit more. Your hat? I told you, where is it?
It's right here as soon as I left.
Where is it? Oh my god. I told you.
Dude, so like I got here and it went like this, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I like put my head up, I'm just going for it. And then it flew off.
Jesus.
Like, oh no.
So what do you So Steph pulled what is it? That wire off, the one I was messing with earlier, and it died. Put it back on. Steph pulled the wire off of this one, and this one, and it still ran completely fine. So for some reason the cylinder's not running very well. So we're gonna pull this spark plug out and see if fuel is spraying out. Ow. And if it is, then we have fuel to it. Then it might just have weak spark or something.
Well, that wire's working out somewhere.
Yeah.
That plug's gonna be fine.
That's why I'm trying to get it off with this. Alright.
How's it look?
Oh, it looks like it leaned out.
Yeah. So maybe it is a fuel issue on this one.
Maybe I needed just that screw, cause no, this one.
Doesn't even smell like fuel.
Okay, so we are back to taking it apart because me and Steph realized that this front cylinder doesn't want to run. We believe it's a fuel issue because when I pulled this line off, gas just flowed right out of here, and then it didn't want to go down. While on the other one there was no fuel in here, barely any came out of here. So I think something's clogged in the bowl, which is stopping the flow of gas to go into there. So I'm gonna drop the bowl. It's only 4 screws, and hopefully we can figure out maybe the float's stuck and it's just not allowing the flow of gas to go into here, because it definitely has spark, because Steph got electrocuted. We pulled the spark plug out and the wire and put it close to the block, and then like press the starter, and it went. So I'm gonna pull the bowl out, and as you can see, obviously though, we've gone a long way to trying to figure this out. But so I'm gonna pull the bowl, and then from there, yeah, we'll be able to figure out what's wrong. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what's wrong. All right, so I took the float out, wasn't clogged. Took the main jet out, wasn't clogged. Blew through the jet itself, wasn't clogged. Cleaned it up. This shouldn't be clogged because I pretty sure I unclogged it when I took it apart. I did send a what do you call it? A sewing needle up here just to make sure it was all nice and clean. Pulled the pilot jet out and then did the same for this. And so now I'm gonna put it in. I did a compression check on both cylinders. Both cylinders are at 105 PSI. So they obviously have compression. The only thing I can think of after, if we put this together and it doesn't work, is it has to be bad spark on this cylinder. So if we put it all back together and it runs the exact same, I think I'm gonna go with new coils, plugs, and wires. But let's put this back together and like hope that this is the problem, that maybe something was just clogged and got unclogged or something like that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put this all back to, oh, I also, where's my fancy tool? I didn't want to take the carb out, obviously, so I need a flathead to get the back screw here. And I had ones that were too short and too bulky, but this one was nice and thin up here, but it was too long, so I just went and I cut the bottom off so that it was enough that I could get under there, get a nice angle on it, and still able to twist it. So this is my new drop the bowl screwdriver. But okay, I'm gonna build this all back together. Okay, so the bike is mainly back together. The only issue now is that the battery is weak. So what I'm gonna do is throw my battery charger on for the night, let it charge up. Tomorrow we'll start it up, we'll see how she goes, if she's better, and then we'll take it for another ride tomorrow. So I'm very tired, very worn out, I'm very upset, but I can't say I'm upset because at least we have one cylinder. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day, guys. So we left the battery charging. Everything is all back together, I believe. Yeah, it seems like everything's all back together, so we're gonna give her a try. We're gonna see if she is gonna start up, if she's gonna run the same or different, or what's gonna go on here. So ooh, she seems to be running a wee bit wonky. What is the issue there? Okay, is this petcock on? She's like, alright, maybe we got it just to choke, maybe she don't. Okay, she doesn't seem to be running that good right now, which is strange because the one cylinder we didn't touch. Interesting. I'm just gonna actually I'm gonna leave the battery just like that, but it's a bit strange because here, maybe we just gotta bump up the yeah, why is she choking like that? She seems to be choking up a wee bit. I don't think we have fuel dripping down there, but wow. And from where? Okay, so I think it was running off of one cylinder. Charged the battery. It is hooked up to the Catalina just because I wasn't sure if it was a weak battery or whatever. Like the battery's just too weak. It's fine. It is getting fuel because I did spray quick start into the intake, which usually just gets this thing fired right up, but I don't think it's still not running. So I think what happened is I think the spark is just really weak. I think the wires are crappy, or maybe we even fouled out the spark plugs or the what do you call them, coils. So I think I need to replace the coils, I need to replace the wires, and I need to redo the spark plugs again, because now she did, like you just saw, she ran and she cut out, and then started up, she'd run for a little bit, and then she cut out. So I think the coils are bad, or the wires are shorting out somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go and I'm gonna have to try and get new coils, get some wires, and get some spark plugs, so that way the ignition system part is done, because now it doesn't even run off the one cylinder, which is weird because it was yesterday and it was like for seconds this morning. So I think it just, the coils are bad, or the wires, like I said. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do to get this bike running again. Which really sucks. Well, here's the thing. If it is just the coils and wires and plugs, I'm super happy, because that means the carb's working fine. That I know the compression's working fine because I did compression test. So that means that's literally it. Which will be it. I gotta get new parts, but it's an easy fix, rather than if it was the carb again and I gotta pull it out and re-clean it and stuff, because it'd be like the second or third or fourth time. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I think I'm gonna get some coils and some wires and plugs. If you guys have any guess on what it could be or any tips, please let me know, because obviously this isn't going as well as I planned. So yeah, it's another video of the bike being broken. So we gotta get parts, which just alone is gonna be a pain, because it looks like an 88, it's an 85. It's just a pain. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit the bell, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out.